Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Obviously Dan's not here today because it's a Sunday video, but I am continuing with my getting into midwifery school series. I did do one about getting into uni and stuff, but then I also did a video after explaining my update and me not actually starting uni now until the following year, which would be next year now. Due to COVID-19 and everything like that, but I still have the knowledge and I still want to give it to you because obviously I still do have my place. I just have to reapply once I get my maths grade, which would then make it like unconditional offer. But yes, so I'm still, done it all so I can give you guys some advice. So in the first video of my getting into midwifery series, it is college first sixth form, access first BTEC video. So obviously I have been to both college and sixth form and done both BTEC and access courses. So I thought I would start the video off with just kind of explaining my journey so far regarding education. So obviously I started secondary school in 2008 and finished in 2015, which then I begun my kind of higher education thing where I went into sixth form. So I started off with sixth form in 2015 and did that for 2 years. I didn't actually stay at the same sixth form as I went to school. I was thinking about it. I did actually get a place for that sixth form, but I decided not to go there for the simple fact is I just wanted to try something different, and I wanted to do a health and social care course, but the sixth form I was gonna go to was only doing not GCSE, an A-level one, so it wasn't actually BTEC, and I didn't really feel comfortable doing an A-level one because I'm not great with exams, if I'm honest. But I do know now that the BTECs that are around now do require you to do an exam. But when I did it, which was I left in 2015, so five years ago, roughly. So I know it's all changed now, but when I did it, it was literally just coursework. So yes, so I went to a sixth form that was near my house for 2 years, and I did health and social care level 3, applied science level 3, and I also did an EPQ course, and I also was doing my GCSE maths because obviously I did not pass. So yeah, so obviously I did my health and social care and my applied science, and I loved it. I did an EPQ course. I did that on the social impacts of teenage pregnancy, so that was really cool subject to kind of do more research on. So my sister was a teen mum, so she helped me a lot with that course. But yes, so obviously I did apply for uni at the end of sixth form, so I applied when I started year 13 to apply to start the next year, but unfortunately I did not get in because of the entry test. I didn't pass the maths, unfortunately. So then I went away with Gap Medics for a week to do some midwifery experience in Tanzania. And I came back and I didn't apply for anything to do anything. I was just going to take a year out, but then my best friend and her mum was like, no, you shouldn't take a year out, it won't be good for you. It was just join the college that I'm at basically. So I applied for a childcare level 3 course, but honestly I didn't enjoy it at all. It felt pointless to me because I had already done level 3 in health and social care. I wasn't into children things, so I just basically left and took a year out. I decided to, because I was working at Primark, I still work at Primark now if you don't know, but I basically did part-time but Monday to Friday instead of just Sundays. So yeah, I did that, and then I went away that summer back to Tanzania with Gap Medics for 4 weeks in Tanzania, again, just to kind of get my, like, you know, experience up a bit. And then what year was it? That was 2016. Yeah, 2016. So I took another year out. Yeah, did I take another year out? Yeah, I just basically studied. And then I decided to do an access course. So an access to midwifery course, which I started in 2017 and I finished that in 2018. Didn't do as well as I thought I was going to do. I only passed, but you know, it was fine. And I did apply for uni whilst I was doing that. Everyone else did as well. Most people did get in. I think pretty much everyone did get in, to be fair. But I didn't pass the entry test again, unfortunately. It was always the maths that was holding me back. So then again in 2018 I applied, but again the maths brought me down again, so I didn't get in. That was 2018. So in 2018 I also went to Ghana for 3 weeks with a company called Plan My Gap Year, and I did midwifery experience. And then obviously I just took the year out again because I didn't get in. So then I applied in last year. Yeah, I think last year I applied again for midwifery, and I started doing an online maths course because obviously I still hadn't passed my GCSE at this point. I was trying every time I went to school again to do it, but I never passed. But I applied again, and obviously I went to Ghana at the beginning of this year. If you would have seen the vlogs, I went for 4 weeks to Plan My Gap Year again. I was supposed to have my tests in March, but I was obviously away in Ghana at the time, so I said that can I rearrange it. So it was rearranged for the end of March. But then obviously I got contacted and said, oh, because of COVID-19 we're not able to do the tests anymore. So basically we're going to give you a Zoom interview, right? So we just skipped the test, which I was like, oh my god, this is my year. And obviously thankfully I did get in, which was great. But obviously COVID-19 messed up again because I wasn't able to do my maths exam yet. So they said just to reapply and then I'll get my place next year. So that's the plan, and that's where we are up to date. So I thought I would just kind of talk about the difference between sixth form and college and the BTEC and access that I kind of did. So there's some questions I've written down. So like regarding when I first, you know, left school, it's like question is what made you decide to basically pick sixth form over college? So I was a very anxious kid, and I didn't think college was be the best fit for me, because I quite liked the support that you get in sixth form, whereas college you don't really get the support that you would in a sixth form, because obviously it's like a school. And also I preferred the courses that I got to choose in sixth form, because I found in college you could really only pick one course, whereas in sixth form you could pick two. Actually no, you can pick 3 in sixth form, and then you can drop one if you do want to carry it on into second year. And also I quite liked that I didn't really need to be independent in sixth form, because you kind of had the teachers to tell you what to do and stuff, and I just found it a lot easier. And you know, during that time I was suffering really bad with my depression and anxiety, so I found that sixth form was a lot easier for me. And I really did enjoy my sixth form 2 years at it. You know, I made a lot of good friends. We don't talk now, which is unfortunate, but yeah. But at the time I had a good experience. You know, I did really well in my BTECs in the health and social care. I got distinction star, distinction star, distinction star, and in applied science I only got a pass, but to be fair, I didn't really apply myself that much in science. My own fault, but yeah. And EPQ, I did get a D, which I was a bit disappointed about, because I did do pretty well on it, and they said I did well, but, you know, and obviously I didn't pass my maths, but maths is just a hard one for me, hence why I'm doing functional skills now. So it said, is it more independent at college? So obviously I did do college as well. I find that college is very much independent. They don't really care if you come in or not. They don't really contact you. Whereas in sixth form, they'll always contact you, like, where are you, kind of thing. And also, they have your mums that contact the entails, which is even worse. And I find that there's too many, like in college there was too much people, so you didn't really know everyone, whereas you only really knew your class you was based at. So I knew everyone in my class at college, but there was loads of people in the college building that I basically didn't speak to or say hello to at all. So that was quite awkward. Also in college I find that there's more people above the age of 18, whereas in sixth form obviously it's only between the ages of 16 to 18, so you get quite a big range in college, which can feel quite intimidating, to be fair, especially when you're quite young yourself. You just feel like a baby, because in college I was the baby of the class. So yeah, that was quite different. And yeah, so I preferred sixth form, to be fair. So is the workload different? So I don't think, well, it could be different in other courses at college, but regarding to an access course, it wasn't really much of a difference between BTEC. It was pretty much the same, you know, you had coursework. Also with access you had a few exams, but not a lot. But it's pretty much the same. So in sixth form, we didn't really have a lot of homework. So we got taught, like, obviously what we need to do for said unit, and then we would do a lot of the unit in the class as well. And obviously if we didn't finish it in class, we would take it home to finish. But a lot of it was done in class, and same with college, to be fair. So obviously we learned about the unit and what we needed to know, and then we did a lot of the classes were doing the assignments as well, so I brought my laptop to college a lot. So we did a lot of it in school, and obviously if we didn't finish it, we finished it at home as well. So it's pretty much the same for me. And regarding to like freeze, in sixth form, we got, I think, a few like little breaks, like not a lot, so like the same as the school would have, basically, like half hour and 15 minutes, I think. I can't remember, it's like 5 years ago now. And obviously we had 1 hour lunch break, and sometimes depending on the day we had some freeze, where we could like study and stuff or go out for lunch. Sometimes me and my friends would go to McDonald's or to the kebab shop down the road, or sometimes we'd just hang out in the common room and just chill, basically, or we could just do work on the computer place, like in the study area we had for just sixth formers, which had computers. And college, we had a few breaks, like a few like 15-minute breaks, not really much to do anything. And our lunch breaks were generally like 2 hours long. We were there Monday to Friday as well as sixth form, but I found the breaks were quite longer in college, so that was nice. We was able to go out for longer if we wanted to, but most of the time I would just stay in our room and just kind of do my work on my laptop. Sometimes I did go out for lunch, but yeah. So difference between class sizes. So I don't think there was much difference, to be fair, because an access course is pretty much the same as a BTEC course regarding class sizes. I don't know if that's everywhere, obviously, but my sixth form classes and my college classes sizes were basically the same, about 23 students roughly. I find in college some people did leave more, but yeah, it was pretty much the same, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. Also, regarding sixth form, it's very more strict. Like, I think you probably would know that, but in sixth form we had to be in at 9 AM or just before 9 AM when the school day starts, basically, because we had a thing called form class where we went in and they basically marked us in for the day, and we got kind of told like, oh, this is what you've been doing today, blah 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 blah, and we had to do like assemblies a lot of the time as well. I hate assemblies, they're the worst. Whereas in college it was completely different. We just came in when our first class started and we got signed in that way. So it was more leeway, I would find, in college regarding that. Yeah. Another question was, what advice would you give for choosing your subjects, basically, for sixth form or college? So, if you're thinking, obviously, if you're watching my video, you're probably thinking about doing uni for midwifery. So, I would suggest you look in to which uni you want to go to. Because some unis won't accept BTECs, unfortunately. Some will go off of, I can't remember what it's called, but a percentage basically of what you would like unit, that's it. So my uni accepts 120 UCAS points. So you kind of just have to see which unis you're considering going to, and then think about, okay, will this give me enough UCAS points to basically apply here? And some obviously don't accept BTEC, like I just said. So make sure you're choosing correctly what you need, because some unis will also expect you to have biology as a UCAS grade thing. So yeah, just kind of research really, and try and base it on what you're going to be studying. So obviously I chose applied science and health and social care because I knew that would help me towards my goal of becoming a midwife, because like in health and social care we did a unit on human human life cycle. Yeah, so you just learn loads of different things, so make sure it's kind of related if you can. Some obviously also like psychology. So yeah, just kind of do your research and make sure you know before you probably put your foot into it properly, because you don't want to then go down the line and think, I didn't do the right thing and have to redo everything again, because that's quite annoying. Another one was, did you consider college? So at first, when I was like starting the whole going into sixth form or college, I did think, I applied pretty much everywhere. I applied for colleges and sixth forms, so I wasn't really sure what I wanted. But then I weighed out the pros and the cons, and I realised sixth form is better for me personally, because like I said earlier in the video, I wasn't very independent. I like the whole deal of having a proper support system in sixth form where, you know, the teachers actually help you and actually care and stuff, whereas in college they're like, well, if you don't do it, you don't do it, so that's your problem kind of thing. So I quite like to have the strictness of it, basically. And I feel like in sixth form you can get to know your teachers more, where in college it's not really the same. But yeah, and also regarding sixth form and college, I love the idea in sixth form you kind of had to have a dress code, so we had to dress smart. So obviously I just wore like a white shirt with a jumper, like a v-neck jumper, and either trousers or a skirt, whereas in college I felt like I constantly had to change what I was wearing, otherwise people think, oh, you wore that yesterday kind of thing, or like you've worn that all the time. And I find uniform is just so much easier because some people can't afford a lot, and people do get bullied for their clothes, so I think uniforms is better. I think that's something it's going to be an issue for me at college, because I don't really wear a lot. More so the times I will wear just like tracksuits or jeans, so I'm going to have to do like a big haul for basically the clothes I'm going to be wearing at uni. But I'm going to obviously do a big uni haul of clothing that I buy. But yeah, so I think definitely do your pros and cons regarding sixth form and college and see which kind of is better for you. Make sure you pick the right subjects that you want to do. And yeah, you'll be fine. Honestly, you'll be fine. Just make sure you work hard. You know, you get all your assignments in. You revise for your exams when you need to. And yeah, just, you know, be on it basically, because you will be a midwife. You will get there eventually. You know, I've been doing this journey for a long time now, like 5 years now, since I left, you know, secondary school. So it's been one heck of a journey, but it's definitely been worth it. So yeah, just don't get demotivated, like keep yourself motivated. You know, you can do this, you will do this. Yeah, you just got to keep trying and never give up, because what's the point in giving up if it's something you love? Like, you know, for example, I don't want to be working at Primark for the rest of my life. That is not my end goal. You know, I want to be a midwife. I want to be proud of myself. I want my kids to be proud of me one day. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope this video was kind of helpful. I know it was kind of all over the place, but to be fair, I can't remember much about my time at college or sixth form. So I did try my best to kind of give you what information I had, what, you know, helped me and stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. And next week on Sunday it'll be another video in this Getting Into Midwifery series. I believe it is experience and related reading for before applying to uni and stuff, things to be able to add to your personal statement. So yeah, look out for that one. And yeah, I'll see you on Sunday. Bye guys.